ancient technologies that should be impossible. What if the greatest inventions in human history were already made and then lost? Not legends, not myths. Real devices, real weapons, real buildings that modern scientists, with every tool we have, still cannot fully explain or rebuild. These are the technologies that make historians and engineers quietly lose sleep. And we're starting with the one that still feels like it fell through a time machine. Number 1. The Antikythera mechanism. 1901, Greek sponge divers off the island of Antikythera haul up a Roman ship that sank around 70 BC. Among the usual statues and amphoras sits a corroded bronze lump nobody cares about. Months later in Athens, it cracks open. Inside, at least 30 precision-cut bronze gears, some smaller than a fingernail, all interlocking in a device no one expected to exist for another 14 centuries. This was an analog computer. It tracked the sun and moon, predicted eclipses decades ahead using the Saros cycle, followed the 5 known planets, and even told you when the next Olympic Games would happen. All in a wooden box the size of a large book. We have X-rayed it, CT scanned it, and built working replicas. We know what it did. What we still cannot explain is how someone in the 2nd or 1st century BC achieved this level of mechanical sophistication and astronomical insight, then apparently shipped it across the Mediterranean like it was ordinary cargo. How many more were out there? And how much else did they know that never made it into the history books? Number 2. Roman concrete. The Pantheon in Rome was finished in 125 AD. It still has the largest unreinforced concrete dome ever built, and it's still standing. Modern concrete starts falling apart after a few decades. Roman concrete has survived 1,900 years of earthquakes, floods, and wars. For a long time, we knew the ingredients: volcanic ash, lime, seawater, but not why it got stronger with age instead of weaker. Then in 2023, scientists finally understood the trick. Those little white chunks everyone thought were imperfections? They're lime clasts. When a crack forms and water enters, the clasts dissolve and recrystallize, sealing the damage from the inside. Roman concrete literally heals itself. Seawater, which destroys our concrete, actually makes theirs stronger. Researchers are now desperately trying to reverse engineer the exact hot mixing technique the Romans used. So far, mass production remains extremely difficult. The Pantheon just sits there in Rome, quietly outperforming every building we've made since. Number 3. Greek fire, 672 AD. A massive Arab fleet approaches Constantinople, ready to finish the Byzantine Empire. The Byzantines sail out and unleash hell. From tubes on their ships comes a liquid that ignites on contact with water, sticks to everything, and cannot be extinguished. Men who leap into the sea to escape are chased by flames across the surface. Entire fleets burn in minutes. This was Greek fire, the Byzantine Empire's ultimate secret weapon for nearly 800 years. The recipe was so closely guarded that only a handful of people ever knew it. When Constantinople fell in 1453, the secret died with the empire. Modern chemists have tried everything: petroleum, pine resin, sulfur, quicklime, saltpeter. Some mixtures come close. None match every historical description at once. A liquid that can be pumped through tubes, ignites on seawater, and refuses to die. The Byzantines didn't just invent a terrifying weapon. They took one of the most powerful military technologies in history and made sure no one would ever use it again. Number 4. Supporting mysteries. Rapid fire. And then there are the ones that get even weirder. Around 250 BC, someone in Mesopotamia made clay jars with copper cylinders and iron rods inside. Fill them with vinegar, and they produce electricity. 1,800 years before the battery was officially invented. The Lycurgus cup, a 4th century Roman glass vessel, shifts from green to blood red depending on the light. It contains gold and silver nanoparticles, 50 nanometers across. Deliberate nanotechnology in a drinking cup. At Sacsayhuaman in Peru, the Inca fit limestone blocks weighing up to 130 tons together so perfectly, you cannot slide a piece of paper between them. No mortar in earthquake country. Puma Punku in Bolivia has H-shaped blocks cut from andesite and diorite with precision that modern engineers say would be difficult even today. And the Voynich manuscript, 240 pages of unknown script, unknown plants, and naked women in strange plumbing systems. Every codebreaker from World War II to modern AI has failed. It just sits in Yale's library, still unreadable. Number 5. Göbekli Tepe. It's 1994 in the hills of southeastern Turkey. A local shepherd notices strange stone slabs poking out of a wheat field. An archaeologist comes to take a look, and what he finds underground stops him cold. Massive T-shaped limestone pillars, some over 16 feet tall and weighing up to 10 tons, arranged in deliberate circles, carved with foxes, scorpions, vultures, and snakes. The site is dated to roughly 9,600 BC. That's over 6,000 years before Stonehenge, over 7,000 years before the Great Pyramid of Giza. Here's the problem. At that point in history, humans hadn't invented farming yet. They hadn't invented pottery. They hadn't invented the wheel. According to everything we thought we knew, people that far back were small, scattered bands of hunter-gatherers with no capacity to organize a construction project this size. Quarrying, carving, and hauling a 10-ton stone requires hundreds of coordinated workers, food surplus, and planning. Exactly the things a hunter-gatherer society isn't supposed to have. It's like discovering that a group of people with no fixed address somehow built a cathedral. Some archaeologists now think farming wasn't invented first and then used to build sites like this. They think it might be the other way around. A site like this already existed, and someone had to figure out how to feed the workforce building it. If that's true, the order of human civilization we teach in textbooks might be backwards.